I'm going to call this meeting to order. This is a meeting of the Ortonville Village Council. It is Monday, September 22nd. It is 7 o'clock p.m. on the nose. We're at the Township Hall building, and the meeting has been called to order. We can rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, and I'll ask our village manager to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much.
Roll call. Walker.
Here.
Hayden.
Here.
Nivell.
Here.
Brooks. Green. Here. Randazzo's absent with notice. Quisenberry.
Here. And by the way, you just said Randazzo is not going to be here?
Absent with notice.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I hadn't heard that yet, but that's perfect. On to the approval of the agenda. We have an agenda in front of us with 13 items. I believe there's a council member that would like to make an addition to this agenda, and if so, please do so now.
All right. I would like to make a motion for number 10 to be a closed session, and then the items after that, unfinished business, would be 11, new business 12, and et cetera.
Supported by Green.
Yes.
Okay. Melanie made a motion. Kay Green supported it. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those
Wait,
opposed?
some discussion, please.
Yes, we may, certainly.
Yeah, before we make that in closed session, may I ask the qualification for that?
Legal.
For OMA?
Yeah, you may.
Legal.
For legal.
Maybe Matt can tell us.
Yeah, it's just recently received legal advice that needs to be disseminated to council, and this would be the best forum to do it.
Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure that we had that
Yep.
reason on record, too. Thank you.
And that's very good,
That's a good
Larry,
idea,
and
Larry.
thank you for that. And by the way, I spoke with the village manager maybe 45 minutes ago and said we will add, I was okay with adding it because we will give us a chance to discuss it and he will get some direction from us. But when we do come out of closed session, this isn't something we're going to vote on right now anyway. We'll just be able to point him into what direction so that next meeting we will have something that we can vote on and approve.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
just not a fan of having something show up on an agenda and voting on it at the same meeting, that's all. So I think we can counter that right away and just say that item's added, and we'll talk about it when the time comes.
And now we have to
We
vote
have
on
to
the
vote,
approval
which is
now.
Right, I called
Yeah.
it, and then he asked for discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The agenda is now set with the addition of item 10. Next is 5, approval of council minutes. The village council regular meeting met August 25th. In our packets is the minutes of that meeting. That was for our approval.
Make a motion to approve the village council meetings dated August 25th, 2025.
Support?
All right, moved and supported for the previous minutes. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, the minutes are accepted. I can't actually find it.
It was these ones.
Well, I got those. This is the 4th.
What's this right here? They're
There they are.
there? Yep.
Okay, moved and supported to accept the minutes of Monday, August 25th, 2025. Those in favor of supporting say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, and the minutes are accepted. On to acceptance items. This is very similar to the minutes that we just approved. However, they are meetings of which we may not have been in attendance with, so we can't speak to their accuracy. However, we can accept them. So we have a location change. We also have a planning commission meeting from August 4th. We have a DDA meeting from August 2025, a treasurer's report and a revenue report that are in here, and it's my recommendation that we accept them.
I don't have, yes, I do, never mind. It's in my mind here. I don't have the planning commission then. I have the DDA, I don't have the planning.
I do have one question on DDA minutes, if I may. it was mentioned, ribbon cuttings, a plan to review ribbon cuttings with the board. Do we have any ribbon cuttings that are,
He would know, but I'm not, I was at that meeting. I don't remember a ribbon cutting being mentioned, but,
okay.
It
And this
probably
was the August 18th one? Okay.
okay. Hey, Matt, do you know anything about this? The DDA meeting, they were talking about a ribbon cutting ceremony?
I don't remember hearing
For
about
the
ribbon
park.
cutting.
Yeah,
Where
I
is
don't
it?
either.
Well,
I don't
Okay.
either.
Yeah.
I've been to many of those meetings. I think they had talked about certain dates, and in my estimation, the date had come and gone, and they were looking for a new date, because that date wasn't gonna work out, people weren't gonna
And
be
was
there.
it for a specific?
It's for the
or
Pocket
several?
Park
Oh, for the
And
Pocket
mural,
Park.
yeah.
Okay.
And the firehouse mural.
and the
that was
Fireplace
other-
mural.
An
Okay.
official.
And I know I remember being there when they had some discussion about it, and they were trying to find a date when certain people could be there. And I don't know if it was the muralist but that's what I believe that is about.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah, I didn't know for sure, but I don't remember, I was at the meeting, I don't remember a ribbon cutting, but we can check back this week with,
I think they're still trying to find a date.
yeah, they probably are, and there's nothing definite yet. Hence, we have nothing to do. And if nobody has any more questions about the acceptance items, I'm just going to flat out accept them at this time. That does leave us to 7 disbursements, approval of disbursements. So the village spent some money this month, as we do, seems like all the time. We get bills that we need to pay.
I make a motion to approve the disbursements in the amount of $70,560.10 for the month of
Support.
August 2025.
Support?
Okay, moved and supported. There's probably about 35 or so items on this sheet. Councilmember Hayden just read off an amount that we are being asked to approve, and I suggest we approve it as well. So if there's a motion, well, you made the motion, is there support for it?
Linda
did.
support.
Okay,
Linda
and is
supported
there
it.
additional comments
I
about this?
have just one question.
Sure.
Tucker's tree removal, 2,400, what tree was removed?
That would be the tree in Crossman Park, I believe. That large, beautiful maple that's been
Big
Ah,
sadly needing to be removed for many years, and it was finally time to give
gotcha.
up the ghost on it.
I see Dana's here. I heard that
Thank you.
I heard that this building felt the
The shape.
tremors from when the big trunk fell.
Mhm.
I believe it.
Busy too.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Oh, I apologize, that's me.
Yeah,
Falker,
I can do it if you want,
Hayden.
you know,
Yes.
Nivell,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Quisenberry.
yes. Well, okay, disbursements are dispersed,
Alrighty.
as they sometimes say. Approval of public comments. Number 8, public comments, my favorite part of the agenda. This is where people who come to these meetings to address us as a full board, because we're all sitting here and anxious to listen. So if people have comments, now's the time to make them. Or raise your hand and I'll call on you. Anybody want to speak to the board? Okay, I think we know what everybody's here for anyway, so that's okay. We can move on past this. And we can take those as a silent affirmation of what you're here for. So that being said, we're okay with that. Items from trustees, I'm going to start down over here with Kay.
I attended Septemberfest, and there were a lot of cars this year. I mean, more so than sometimes. The only thing that I noted specifically, I wasn't looking for anything, but when I was at the cars, people were looking for garbage cans all over the place, and there weren't any that we saw back there. But other than that, it was a beautiful day to have it. Secondly, Tony and Alex and I had a meeting with Greg Norman at the OTV, and Alex is going to go into detail when it's his turn. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kay. On to Linda.
All right. I would like to start by saying that I have given everyone this lovely drawing. The pavilion is not on here, but I had it oriented wrong last month, so I didn't understand it myself. But Stephanie Malowski, I've asked her to help me in designing the Crossman Park because of the packet that we had gotten from F&V is really unusable. So this is kind of a rough layout of what we would like to do. I would like to, hopefully I don't need to ask for money to be able to put a soft surface under here. I know that the manager looked into it, and he is correct that we can get a safe fall zone material put down for about $5,000. So hopefully when that comes in, we can have Bob and the DPW install that and get that up and in the park. I've seen many young mothers with kids that are perfect age for that structure, so I'm hoping that that goes forward. Stephanie and I have been talking a lot lately. She is so enthusiastic. I have lots of other samples of pictures and the bark she'd like to put down and all these other things. So if you would like more of that from me, please just come see me after, and well, maybe not after this meeting, but
Later in the week.
but any time in the week, if you'd like to see some of the stuff we've been working on. But I think she's got some great ideas, and this isn't all set in stone. We've talked about ways we can get the community excited and involved in what's to come, and to also start petitioning some of the local banks and businesses to see if there may be possibilities of groups that are interested in possibly donating funds towards some of the structures. And we've talked to Bob about moving the slides and creating a new structure. So that's the empty area that is to be determined, that we can take some of what we have and repurpose it. I've looked into how we get that approved. So that's kind of what I've been spending a lot of my time on, is really getting that playground area in Crossman Park continuing to move forward. And Stephanie did make a presentation to the DDA that I was not aware she was going to do, to just, again, make another group aware of our desire to move forward.
Question, Linda. On this drive, is that the existing drive, or is that the one that they're going to move?
This is,
Coming
I'm not
from the
exactly,
parking
well,
lot.
she was going to spray this in. What she would like to do is create a drive that goes over the grass and into, farther into the park, so it would be farther in. But it is in that same area.
Okay.
It's not exactly where that entrance is, but
Okay.
it's that same area. I think the proposal that we haven't put on here, but that we may create a smaller cement path that's a shorter distance to the pavilion for ADA. But that's kind of,
That's something we've talked about for months
Yeah,
before this plan
yeah.
came
Yeah,
together, that we were
I get-
working on an accessible path to the
pavilion.
pavilion already.
So that's kind of,
Which
yeah.
the pavilion is not drawn on here, I don't.
No, the
I'm
pavilion,
sure
the
she-
Should I
pavilion,
ask, there's no intent to
No, the
take the
pavilions-
pavilion out, correct?
if you look at your paper, the pavilion's here.
Oh, then this is very different than I was thinking. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I still am I have a little trouble orienting it as well,
And the
but,
pavilion's far more accessible from Mill Street, the alley, than it is
Right.
from
right.
Parking
over
lot.
by the township hall.
And yet it's a
So
small-
people that are going to the pavilion are gonna park in town.
Yeah,
And nothing wrong with that, that puts them closest.
right. But I wanted to get you something concrete so that we can kind of have an
Yeah,
idea.
Well, it's a way to go, and are you asking this board to approve $5,000 for some chips or no?
It's not for chips, if it's
You
necessary, I
said
would.
fall
No.
stuff, I
Fall,
don't know what that means.
Okay, yep,
I
exactly.
think it means sponge-shaped ground
actually-
cover where a little kid will fall and won't get hurt.
I believe
Actually,
it was discussed and approved at the last meeting.
I
That was
believe so,
as part of the
also. I
order.
thought
of
we
the
did.
Yes, we,
Yeah, I thought we had
Yes.
approved the
the
initial amount for
12,000.
that.
I didn't know if we approved enough to buy the structure, and Matt had said that huge amount of almost 18,000 or 17,000 to put in a rubberized surface for the youngest children, if we could, that we could do that ourselves, and there is safe fall zone materials that are available at a much lower cost, that,
I'm mistaken, I thought you mentioned that the fall-safe stuff was $5,000.
we can get, the fall safe is a padded floor that would
Okay.
be under the thing. The bark is a whole nother,
Okay.
What she's saying is we were given it a quote for about $18,000, but we found it for under $6 and thought
Right.
if we do it ourselves, that would be
yeah.
probably a more appropriate way to go.
And I don't know if I need to get approval to move forward on that, because when the structure goes in, I would like to put that underneath it, but.
Yeah, we would need to see some bids in order to vote on that next time.
Okay,
so.
that would be fine.
Melanie?
All right, September Fest, I thought it was really good. Weather was beautiful. I judged cars with Kay, and I believe they sold out with their spots. So it was very well attended. Wayfinding, we're going to be starting up again on that. I'm meeting tomorrow with that. I've been attending a lot of candidate forums around the various areas that are starting to happen, and I would highly recommend everybody start attending those. Crescent Hill got the pavement today, the asphalt. It's looking very nice. The crew is doing a really, really good job. They're very coordinated, efficient, and so far so good. I haven't heard any negative reaction personally in my neighborhood. So, and I think off of Oakwood we'll be starting. They were milled, but I don't know if they're tomorrow or not. But I know that they were already milled. And then Groveland did approve ordinance for the BESS facility. So that will be coming eventually. And the area it will be at is the campground that used to have the Yogi Bear. And I'm not sure what the campground's called now. It's changed names. But on Grange Hall there across from the aggregates, it will be behind there. And there will be more information on that coming. And that's it.
Melon, do you have anything from the most recent planning commission meeting? I haven't been able to get there, and I'm just wondering if there's been something, because our minutes are always a month late, so I just wonder if you had anything, because they meet first Monday of the month?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
is there anything going on there that might be of interest for
We
us?
are working on actually something we'll be talking about down the agenda.
Okay,
Yep, so we'll be we're working on that. Yeah, and I can fill you in on that.
okay.
Mr. Hayden, how are you?
Okay.
Good. Larry?
Actually, something you mentioned, I'm going to start with that instead of September Fest, because you had mentioned about the paving was completed on, or is done on Crescent. I have noticed myself being on Mill Street, there are, we've seen all the big trucks coming through town, and some of those trucks are going rather fast. They seem like they're going over 25 miles an hour when they're going by my house at times. I was just like to ask the village manager, please pass on to the crews doing this, to ask them to be considerate and keep the speeds down, because we do have lots of small children. I would hate to see a small children or an animal run out, and those trucks are just so big they just can't stop in a short distance. So I just want to mention that. I'm very glad the paving project is proceeding well, though, other than that. September Fest, I was also at September Fest. I was there supporting it, not with council or as a just attendee, but I was there supporting it as a CERT team member, and I was there from about 7 a.m. till about 8:30 p.m. when everything was opened back up. I thought it was a really good event this year again. However, I did notice that our DPW crew was not supporting the event this year, and that did result in some issues that I believe would have been avoided if they had participated. The issue that bothered me the most was the lack of any ADA parking in the downtown area. On the map, there was 2 ADA parking lots identified on the map and in the papers map for the event, but neither of those maps had signs for handicap parking. In fact, the one lot had a sign that said parking for entertainers only. Although I brought this to the attention of the event coordinators,
Who would that
nothing was
be?
done to address
I want to
that.
know who you brought that attention to.
I talked directly to John Hug about that.
There you go. Thank you.
As soon as I noticed that, when the vendors were checking in, I noticed they didn't have one by the, behind the mill. And I went over and found him and let him know that I
Okay.
didn't see that.
Great.
In the end, we were told, well, we just tell the people who need handicap parking to park at the library and take the shuttle bus to town. And I felt that was just absolutely not appropriate. So I really think that, that would have not have happened if Bob and our crew had been on hand supporting the event.
Well, they weren't invited to, and that's, we can't order them to go do that, but
I agree. And
we
this
go
is,
where our services are needed, and we're happy to help out.
Yeah. And I
Thanks so
just
much.
wanted to bring that up in part because we have another
I
event.
think everybody
coming up.
kind of saw the same thing.
Yeah, but we have another event coming up, and I'm, again, expressing my hope and desire that we can somehow find a way to come together between our
Maybe-
two communities, to
Maybe
coordinate,
you have
so
some
we don't
problem-solving
have these
skills, Larry, and
issues.
you can jump in and have this thing
Fully.
ironed out before the next event comes around.
Or John Hug will
Or,
bring it
you know,
up.
somehow.
at
But
their
thanks for
meetings.
bringing it to our attention.
Yeah, I just
But
wanted
I
to.
noticed the same thing.
Yeah, but again, and I had asked in the past if there's any chance for our two boards to get together. I think that would maybe avoid some of the, just to clear the air. I want to see our communities working together.
Okay.
Our
We all
residents
do.
Well,
need that.
that's,
Yeah, we all do.
So enough
that's-
said on that for now.
that's a different
Um,
Alex, how about you?
Wait,
Oh,
I
sorry,
still
you got
have-
All right.
I'm not done. I also asked to have included in our packet a couple of presentations on a recent webinar I attended about open burning. And in particular, there's a slide that talks about burning of leaves and grasses and what's the impact, and it talks about all the different chemicals that are released, the smoke, the particulates, and the things like that, that impact air quality. And although they say that the state allows burning those, and it's up to local communities to allow or not if they want to be more restrictive than the state, they do encourage not burning leaves and grass for that reason of the air quality and stuff. I want to also bring this topic because I do know that last year when I talked to Chief, they were looking at reworking possibly the township ordinance, and I think we need to take a look at our ordinance too and see if we can bring it into closer alignment with the township, because right now, Brandon Fire Department is only enforcing the township ordinance. They are not enforcing ours at all. And if we bring them in alignment with maybe a few exceptions, like maybe we ban burning leaves and grass within the village limits, and we also require strict adherence to the calendar regardless of lot size, I think that if we are in close alignment with theirs, then we can get the fire department to enforce the burning ordinance as we would like to see it enforced within the village. So that's something I would
Well,
ask
we need
council.
that in writing, I mean,
I would like to ask council to consider asking the planning commission
And
to
that
take
has
up
been-
that topic
that has been
about
brought.
burning ordinance.
That has been brought to planning,
Okay.
yeah. Thank
Okay.
you, though.
So is that,
And these, I will have them in our packet for our next meeting then.
okay,
That way they can get these.
okay, great. And that's it for now.
That's it? Wow. Okay.
That's enough
Cool.
for now.
Cool, cool. Now I can go to Alex.
Yes, a few things this month. I attended Septemberfest. It was great, just like everyone else. I will say, though, I did see DPW working the days after, cleaning up.
I did too.
Just because they weren't there that day, they were there enjoying that day. I think they deserve a day off as well. And they deserve to enjoy Septemberfest. I saw them Monday, Tuesday, picking up tables, doing work. I'll say that in their defense. What else did I do? I attended the webinar for the septic system for villages. It was insightful. Really, it's good for homeowners. If you didn't really know anything about your home septic system, I recommend you
Yeah.
watching that. But if you
It
own a
really
septic
is.
Very
system,
good.
if you own a septic system, I feel like you kind of already know some of the
Great.
main things that they were
Great, great
discussing.
advice.
Some of that is on our website. I
It
had Amber
is.
put it on last year. Yeah.
I think what you're doing here, Linda, is very nice and very good. I have some people and some family that are young women and with children too, and they always complain about how bad the park is. And I think this is a good thing for them. And we do have a lot of new homeowners coming in here that are young with families. I've seen them walking around lately, so I think this is a really good thing. The next thing is we talked with Greg over at OTV, and we started discussing a few different scenarios and things that we can do. So we have a few options. I can bring those next month, and I'm going to have we already kind of talked about a list of gear that we could do if we did something on our own. I think we need to elaborate on that and expand on that, and I think if we have a better discussion with them, whether or not we want to go with them or not, that's something we can talk about further. Whether if we do, we should be using them more.
Yeah.
And I think we need to focus on using them more if we go that
Yeah,
route.
utilize them, yeah.
And I think
agree.
we should utilize them for everything that we have going on if we go that route.
So then you'll be presenting something to us that what we can use them for, kind of thing?
I can, yeah, absolutely. We'll have some things
Okay.
that we can use them for and some gear that will allow them to do, because
Okay,
to go live on YouTube, all we need is an internet connection.
that's right, and a phone.
Or computer,
or a
right?
computer,
So there,
something to
there are some
record it.
things that
Yeah,
help
yeah.
update their system that they're doing at a much more affordable cost. And whether or not we want to help them do that or not, that's something we can discuss
Okay,
further.
that's great, okay.
Though all the equipment is owned by the township.
That's right,
And even if we donated it, it would be donated to the township.
yes. So that's something I will bring up next month for sure, and I will bring a nice presentation for that. What else did I do this month? That might have been it, actually.
That was actually quite a bit, and it was
Yeah.
extremely helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. That takes care of all the trustees' comments. Takes us to
Closed session.
It's seminar training.
the seminar thing here.
Seminar,
Oh,
yes.
that was in there, that was in
Yeah,
Larry's
he
comment.
updated us on that
That
one
was,
when he had his
was that all
choice.
you had to say for your seminar? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted in particular to
wanna make
mention
sure.
about the burning of leaves and grass, because I know when Pat George was on council, that was a big topic for him, is how smoky, especially coming into this time of year, how bad the air quality can be in the village because of the burning of leaves and grass.
And then you had one thing that you wanted to mention?
I did. For the reminder, as long as we're on information from trustees, and I happen to not be, I'm a trustee, but I'm also the president, but that still makes me a trustee, a voting member of this board. I am going to ask that the rest of the council members consider a date for a mid-October workshop. And that's gonna be something whereby we can hash over a lot of the things here tonight that we aren't quite ready to vote on, yet we can, in an informal workshop forum, address some of these things. And I think the biggest benefit to that will be Matt, who has to carry out all these
Right.
things that we're
Getting a
going,
priority list.
that we're going to be calling on him to deliver on. So we're going to give him some deliverables at that meeting, and then we're also going to give him some, I don't want to say they're not deliverables, they're just things that are up there, but man, they're way down on my list of things to do. Maybe like next century, or, you know, a couple decades from now, we might want to think
We're gonna
about a
have to
few
work
of
on the
these. But
contract.
other than that, it's far more important that we give him the direction that he needs, because that might be one of the sticking points that we've been having so far is sending our village manager off on these sometimes fruitless, chases through the woods, when in fact we could hone down more on what's the most important to us. So that's what I would like to do in October, and I'm just kicking that out right now, that if there's a date available, I think we could do it at about 6 o'clock at the village office on whatever day and Thursday you guys agree on, or we can just put this out and I'll send out an email later and ask.
Mondays are always good, I mean. I think
Seem to be,
a
because
lot
we're
of
all
us-
here.
If,
Except when the Lions play Monday Night Football.
Or when,
That is not a
or
good
when
time.
planning has
Now,
meetings.
I would suggest maybe the 13th.
If it's a
I
13th,
can't,
It's a
I don't want to
Monday.
do I can't do the 6th, but.
and
I can't either.
And I'm out of town for the 2 weeks after, so the 13th is really the only day that works for me.
So
13th
13th
is-
works?
Yeah,
13th it is.
13th works.
13th
13th works?
13th.
13th works? It works.
6
Columbus
o'clock, where did you
Day.
say,
Yeah,
Ken?
that's a holiday,
Township
but-
office.
Is
our office.
the,
is
do
Columbus
we,
Day.
it's Columbus Day, is the office closed that day?
Christopher Columbus?
I think so, but I don't have the list of holidays in front of me. I think
How about the
President
20th?
Quisenberry might have it in front of him.
I had it in front of me.
Oh, wait a minute.
It's no longer there.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What do we got here? All right, I will tell you, no, it is not closed that
I
day.
didn't think it was.
Okay, beautiful,
And if it's not closed, it doesn't mean we can't have a meeting.
True.
but,
Okay.
well, we want Matt to be there.
October's, well, he would.
We don't get time and a half anyway.
All right, 6 o'clock on the 13th of October.
6 o'clock, 13th.
Village office.
Village
And
office.
this is totally just a workshop, meaning there won't
Yep.
be any vote on items. However, I'm going to ask that anybody get a hold of either the village manager or the clerk if they want to make sure that there's something specifically on that agenda that we're going to address. Otherwise, it's just going to be an open forum for any discussion. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
All right, we'll make sure that that gets added to our, we need to vote to have a workshop or not really? No, we're just going to have one. All right,
Before we move on, I forgot two things I wanted to say about September Fest.
that already passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Teasing you, go ahead.
I had the privilege of voting for the pie contest. That was fun.
Oh, who
And-
won?
There were 4 different places.
Oh, he did.
But
Pie
the
eating.
pie eating
Yeah,
contest,
that's
Oh,
right.
you really missed it if you were
Wow.
not there. I'm
Wow.
telling you, I've never seen somebody eat like that, ever. But he won.
Oh, maybe-
Hey, our
Bob
sponsors
MacArthur
did
gave him
good,
a run for
right?
his money.
He was sitting next to him, right?
Yeah.
In the picture, anyway.
Yeah, he was.
Okay. Maybe like this Thanksgiving when you do your normal, yeah, okay.
Well, since Kay added, I wanted to add to it. I did go to Septemberfest with the littles, and I missed a lot because of having all these 2-year-olds with me. But I did see the
But
pie
you
eating
did see the pie
contest,
eating contest,
and I
yes.
congratulate Matt on his efforts. Though that little girl had her face in her box
She
the
did.
entire time, never looked up. I
Wow.
felt bad she couldn't, and it made her sick.
That's
So
dedication.
she
Oh,
was, she
no.
tried hard.
She tried really hard.
She was dedicated,
yeah.
there's no doubt
And I
about
do
that.
also want to say that I also listened to that webinar on septic, and I think you say it's on our website, well, it needs to pop up immediately, because my brother moved into an area, with well and septic, and he didn't understand the whole water softener, where you put salt and how much you put in. And we've got a
Where it
lot of new
drains.
neighbors lately, and the things that you should not put in your,
Disposal.
Garbage disposal.
Yep.
yeah, what you should not put
shouldn't
down the
have
drain
one
is
for the
very,
septic.
very
You shouldn't even have one.
critical.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get that webinar information a little more prominent. I think it would be very helpful.
Oh, yeah, we can get all the presentations and things. I believe.
It is on there, it's just a matter of
Actually, if you
moving
type
it.
it, they should send
I have
to
it,
you.
yeah, on my,
Yeah,
on my
it
email.
just, sounds like it just needs to be moved.
Yeah,
Easier.
it was very informative
More
for
friendly.
for the newbies.
Okay, that leads us to number, thank you so much. Did anybody else have something they wanted to add? I know there were a couple late add-ins here, but they were all well accepted. On to,
I make a motion, we go into closed session.
Close the public hearing.
Close the public hearing. Go into
Support.
closed session at 7:32:03.
Support.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, this public hearing is now closed. It's going to reopen in what I'm going to call 10 minutes, because I think this is going to be brief. I didn't even want this closed session.
Oh, well,
That's,
now you t-
I know, and I knew that an hour
got
ago.
it, got it.
All right.
And hence, he doesn't run closed sessions or these meetings.
This is true.
This is true.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're ready to,
Make a motion to return to open session at,
I call this meeting to order. This is a meeting of the Ortonville Village Council. We're recalling it from its adjournment 20 minutes ago.
okay,
We don't need to vote on reconvening. We just reconvene because we're convening and we're not done with our business before.
all right.
We're moving right along into unfinished business. We just handled the marijuana ordinance, and the Carlisle-Wortman contract is with our auditors. And what can you tell us about this?
The Carlisle-Wortman contract is in there, and this is only me seeking, well, affirming authorization to execute this. It's their gentleman who helps us with ordinance writing. Basically, the last time we had a contract with them, it's just expired. It's a service that he does, ordinance writing service. He gives us advice on writing them, and it's just time to renew that contract. So the draft of the contract is in there, which I would just be looking to execute.
Okay, the village manager is requesting we renew this contract. Does anybody have a motion?
I'll make a motion to renew the Carlisle-Wortman agreement. Is this a 1-year? What,
3 years.
a
The
3-year?
term was 3.
Yep.
3-year? For a 3-year contract as of today's date.
Support.
Moved and
Just
supported. Any
discussion?
further discussion on the contract with the auditor?
Are
Yeah,
these-
just-
Oh, yeah,
just
right here.
For clarity, this is this is a contract just that we will utilize them on an hourly
As
basis
needed,
based
yes.
upon the rates in the contract.
Correct, as
Okay.
needed, yep.
And my motion, I want to change it to reflect September 30th, 2028 is what they put in the agreement.
Okay, Melanie made a change to her motion, which means I'm sure the support is still there.
The support is still there.
Yes, indeed. Roll call, please.
Green,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Nivell,
Yes.
Falker,
Yes.
Hayden,
Yes.
Quisenberry.
Yes. We have renewed our contract with Carlisle Wortman for a 3-year period based on Melanie's motion. On to new business, special events, Brandon Township Christmas in the Village is on our agenda. That's been an event here in the village for, I don't know, 10, 15 years or so, maybe more. This is on for us to approve it, and I suggest we do.
Make a motion to approve the special event for Brandon Township Christmas in the Village.
Parade?
Moved and supported for the permit. Those in favor say aye.
Discussion.
Discussion,
If
yes,
I could.
of course.
I was looking over the permit, and I noticed in this permit also, I do not see that they are looking to use our DPW services. I would like to see them utilize our DPW services, because our DPW knows the village, they know the street closures, and I believe it would go smoother as an event if they were involved. So
They
I
have
would not want
asked
to.
for it, though, and
I
they
would
have
not
their own
want to
DPW now.
approve this without a stipulation that they utilize our DPW for the street closure.
Larry, that's why they invented the no vote. Are there
Yes,
any other
but
comments?
I can at least express my view.
You
before
do,
we
and I
move
allowed you to do
Yes.
that. Anybody else have comments about this permit?
I do have a quick
Okay.
comment. And this actually goes back to September. A couple of the members had requested that we look into signage, or somebody look into signage. I told them I would let the committee know, which is John Hug. I will also let him know for this event too. They needed signage where the street ended, and so they could have arrows showing which way traffic, because at
Can
Church
go.
and Mill, the traffic changed midday.
It did.
So I will put that in the email, just letting all of you know.
Yeah, they also have an after-event meeting for that this week, too.
Yeah, yeah, so I will just send that over to John Hunt.
Well,
For-
Linda,
Alright.
you attend that.
I will be
Who's gonna
attending
attend
that. I
now?
plan
I,
on.
I will be at that as well.
I guess I'm a little confused, because this has always been approved as Christmas in the Village Parade, because everyone has their own little piece of it, so I assume that's what he really is wanting to approve, is the parade.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, the parade route and all of that.
Yep.
Yeah, because he has the parade route and
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
Roll call vote, please.
Falker,
Yes.
Hayden,
No.
Nivell,
Yes.
Brooks,
Yes.
Green,
Yes.
Quisenberry.
No. Upcoming holidays. I'm not sure why this is on the agenda. Mr. Manager, tell me.
Yeah, it was put on, I don't remember whose request, but I intended it for it to be as part of the manager report, just speaking the fact that we have the upcoming holidays, we have Christmas in the Village, our portions to plan, whether we want to move forward with the home decorating contest again this year. That seemed pretty successful last year. If we want to move forward with the
Okay.
luminaries and approve those purchases.
With,
those
with,
things
with,
kinda
with that
come
being
up this
said, I'll
week.
take your advice and I'll put this onto the manager's report, and you can do this all then. That's a perfect time. We can move on to Faye and the waiver thing. I had a chance to look at this. We heard from her last week. Personally, I'm in favor of waiving the fee. I don't even know the ifs, ands, and buts about changing signs and moving signs and whether one's a permanent one or a temporary one. Don't necessarily care. Just, you get to go about your business without any more hassle from the village council. If you were going to get any, and I don't think you were. So, that's where we're at.
I brought copies of the blueprints if
Oh,
anybody
well,
wanted to see 'em.
somebody here may be interested in them, but I'm not.
I did it just in case.
And nothing better than being prepared, and we know you are. But with that being said, you're on our agenda. You were on our agenda last month. So now we kicked it over and we had a chance to review it, although I didn't, but I'd still approve it. So I'm of an opinion that we can waive whatever signage fees that the senior center might have incurred from the Village of Ortonville.
Where is it located again?
So it's going to be located in front of the tree.
Yeah, I'll take a copy, just so you didn't waste that printing time.
Yeah,
I'd like to see what the
I
sign
would like
looks
to see.
This is what it looks like now, without,
Okay.
without the sign.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is where the sign is going to be.
And it's the same sign, so it's the same size? That
Yes,
are- Yeah,
it's
okay.
just- It's just been
Yep.
freshened and.
Alex, did you see?
the letters have been changed
Spruced up.
because-
Send it this way?
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
they-
okay.
They're in pretty rough shape after
Okay, here's what the sign.
20 years.
Okay,
I know,
thanks,
right?
Faye.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, and we're as informed as we're probably ever gonna be on this. Do we have, do we want to approve the waiver of the fee for Faye and her signs?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to do a fee waiver for the Edna Burton Center sign at the senior center.
Support?
All right, moved and supported for the approval of the signage changes. Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Faye, you
Nay.
get,
I
okay,
have
one
a
nay and, one nay and whatever, 4 or 5 yays. And,
Oh, wait,
Did you have
she had a
some
question.
discussion first?
We had talked somewhat after the last meeting about, did we want all the signs to coordinate with the wayfinding committee? And we never did really decide anything, because we can't decide outside of here anyway. So that was all. It was just the coloring. That was my only issue. Did we, could we get it the same colors as the rest of the signs we hope to have in the village?
It's purple like it was.
All right,
the answer is, it is what it is.
it is what it is. Got it. Okay.
They're not gonna paint a new sign, they're just gonna move it from,
Well, I thought they were painting.
they were gonna spruce it up. And I think by spruce it up, it meant repaint it, but mostly in the colors that
okay.
are already painted in.
All right.
That's my impression.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But I'm still in favor of that.
It passed.
Those in favor, yeah, everybody did say.
Yep.
Oh, well, one no vote, but that's okay. Takes us on to the manager report, and I would like to turn this over to the village manager to update us on items that weren't on the agenda.
Yeah, so the biggest item is the ongoing paving project. Obviously, this phase 2, as we're calling it, because it was the second phase, was the first of the road millage funded phases. And so we're kind of into the real project now. The roads that were done this time, the Pine Stead neighborhood, was milled, and it will be paved. It will take about 2 days to pave it. Tomorrow's looking like a lot of rain, so it will probably be Wednesday and Thursday, but it will be almost certainly completed this week, barring heavy rains. As Trustee Nivelt brought up, the Crescent Hill neighborhood is completed, Edwards Drive is completed, Village Court is completed, and Narren, South
Yeah,
Narren is completed.
Naren.
And I thought our folks who asked us at our special meeting would be here to celebrate the fact that that road was done so fast.
I wanted them here too.
Right?
I wanted them here to say, oh my gosh,
Good job.
this village council is,
Right?
you know, they're
On
responsive.
it.
I did drive down each of those roads today and take a video. I didn't really have a way to share a video in here for everybody, but anybody who wants to see them is more than welcome to grab me afterward and see the videos.
You could also have it posted on our
Our
village
website?
website, so all residents can appreciate it.
I'll probably go back and record them. Well, anyway, yes, it'd be a good idea to do that for sure. Again, with the rain expected on and off this week, painting won't happen until it's dry, till we're gonna have a dry day or two. So we'll see, exactly when that occurs. Obviously not nearly as much painting to occur this time. Center lines and some fog lines, but probably not a lot of fog lines. I don't believe there's any parking spaces to be painted, which were the most time consuming.
For you, if we're getting line painting done in this phase, is there any possibility to paint the center line on the short segment of repave on Mill Street?
Mill?
I really think it would help to have a center line on that little stretch from the creek up to the downtown.
Or is that gonna be done at a later date?
Well,
Yeah.
it'll be done when
When
it gets
we-
paved, but
The
it's not
thing
gonna
is,
be
we don't
paved
wanna
for
repaint
2
it and then
summers.
repave
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah,
but see,
yeah.
that newer pavement doesn't
From
need to be
the
done.
Creek Bridge to downtown,
But
is
all-
that,
Yeah,
am I
the,
understanding you
see
the
where-
correctly?
section
Not
that was
15 to the
redone a
creek.
few years back,
Yeah.
when they did the drain project, that, I don't think that one needs to be repaved as part of this paving
Right.
Not
cycle.
that section, no.
Yeah, so that's why I was asking about the center line just for that section there.
Yeah,
Because it
I'll-
never got painted after that last project was done.
Yeah, I will ask them, and that will be very reasonably priced, I'm sure, so. Actually, that's something our guys could do too, so.
Okay.
We'll add
Yeah.
that to the scope of work here for sure.
Okay,
We did
if the rest of council agrees with that.
Mhm.
Larry, you've mentioned that before, and I agreed with you then. It's a
Yeah,
perfect
okay.
thing, and it really doesn't need the council's approval. It should have been done before. So we're just a
And I
little bit
agree
late.
with that, yeah.
So we're late to the dinner show, but we can get that done, and we don't need to do anything else, I don't believe.
Thank you, Ken.
So during phase one, there was a resident vehicle that was damaged. And the paving company made that right by having a detail clean done on that resident's vehicle. They were very happy with the result of that. Today, unfortunately, they did damage a mailbox, which is the kind of thing that happens when you have large equipment out. Unfortunately, it's a very nice copper mailbox, so they'll be making that right as well.
Is that, again, tell me it's not the same one in Crescent Hill?
It's in Crescent Hill. I
Yeah,
don't know if it's the
it's,
same
it,
one this way.
all right. I'll look tomorrow,
I think
because
there's two.
We're gonna get it
there's,
corrected and.
there's one that's been nailed 3 times, so we're gonna have to have the DPW
Is it
move
too
it.
close to the road?
And it's a very nice,
Yeah.
Can we get them a
Yes.
P.O. box?
I did tell the guys that next time to aim for the cheaper mailboxes.
yeah, they're up north right now, so I'm gonna go look tomorrow, because, yeah.
So anyway, but that's being taken care of, and this company's been great about any issues like that. They've taken care of right away. The other thing I was gonna discuss was the holiday plan. Just, you know, it's always hard this time of year when we still feel like it's summer, but the reality is that by the next time we meet, you know, it'll be time for Halloween and the trick-or-treating candy and the fire and the cider and donuts and all that stuff will be going on, and the banners will be coming down, the Christmas decorations will be going up, all the lawn equipment's going away, the snow equipment's coming out, all that stuff will be happening between now and the next meeting, and so
Just don't
it's
tell
just
us
kind
when.
of a, you know, we gotta be thinking about all those things and thinking about, how we're gonna be celebrating the Christmas in the village, how the village is gonna be involved, and we typically have been involved with the tree lighting ceremony. Last year, there was dramatic changes to that, I think they were really successful, and so definitely looking for ideas and support about what we might add to that this year, or what we might do to continue to make that a great tradition.
My husband and I and Ken are definitely decorating the tree this year,
Okay.
so that will be done.
You hooked me today, yes.
Yes.
I said I
That will be
volunteered
done.
What
to
I heard
decorate
is
the
we have
tree
3
today, and
volunteers to lead the
I
singing.
will not
We
back
are,
down.
we are decorating the tree
I
with,
will not back
yes,
down.
let's
Melanie,
no.
John, and Ken will be
And
leading the
you're on the
singing.
ladder, Ken.
I'm all in
Ladder-
favor of that.
She
Ken's
asked me
doing
if I was
ladder.
afraid of ladders, I said no, and she said, well, you're helping the tree.
That's right.
That's how you get voluntold,
Yeah.
right there. And so just be thinking about those things. At our next meeting, that, you know, Christmas in the Village event will definitely be a topic of conversation. And so any ideas you have between now and then, things you want to do to support that event, you know, whether we want to go with the home decorating contest, again, you know, and get communication out a little bit earlier about that. I think we had great participation last year. So just some fun, simple things we can do. I know the plan is for there to also still be events on Saturday. Largely, those are the mill and the DDA that run those events. I have not been to I didn't go to the first meeting, but I believe they're still intending on doing those Saturday events this year. And so, you know, how would the council maybe like to be involved? Whether that's, I don't even want to throw ideas out right now. I have a few ideas, but, you know, I would welcome those conversations with you when you come into the office over the next month or two,
You'll
for
get the
sure.
cider and donuts for Halloween, and I know I'm available, Mel, you're available. We'll do the
Yes.
Yep.
DPW.
I can't tell you the amount of donuts, but last year we had way too many.
Mhm.
No,
So-
we ran out.
Not last
The
year.
donuts, I think we
We
did.
ran
was
out
the
of
cider.
donuts, but not cider.
We
We
had
had
a
lots of
ton of
cider,
cider,
but not
wow.
enough donuts.
Oh,
I
I
was
thought we
there.
had extra
No,
boxes.
I
of
was
donuts.
helping to,
Okay.
Because there was
I was-
hardly-
I don't
was-
remember you then.
yeah, I was there late.
Oh, okay. I just don't remember it.
I
The
had-
other item you have for me is some of my brain on paper, which is these ongoing initiatives update that I gave to you. I basically have about probably 60 different projects in the back of my head, on the back burner all the time, that I'm trying to think about, and I tried to get some of those on paper. These are probably the higher priority half of that list, and I just wanted to give you an update of, these are things that are not forgotten, they are ongoing efforts. They are things that I would, certainly welcome thoughts or input on. A couple of them I've already gotten input on that's been very valuable.
Can this be part of our workshop?
Certainly.
Because this, to me, is like some of the priorities that I think we should really, yeah.
Yep, and these are the things that, in all of that extra time I have each week, that I get to this list in my head and
Right,
start
right.
going, oh, it'd be cool to do
Uh-huh.
that. So anyway, I really just wanted to give it to you so you had somewhat more of a formal look as to what things I'm thinking about and what things that I'm developing. So I guess, rather than walk through the whole thing, because I don't want to be that presenter that reads the whole PowerPoint to you.
Thank you.
I would welcome questions either in this forum if you wanted, or via email or in person. Just so you're all aware, these are things that are ongoing, in addition to the things that you do have visibility that are going on, obviously more pressing all the time, so.
No, this is great.
Yeah, I
like
really
that,
agree
yeah.
that this would be a great
For the
review,
workshop. This
something
is
for us
really
to
good.
review at the workshop. I think that'd be good to review all those topics.
And one of them is about property acquisition. I was made aware today that there is a property that's gone up for sale. That certainly the village would be interested in acquiring parts of. Unfortunately, because I just found out today, we're not ready to discuss, but I have open discussions with the realtor about the potential of splitting that property.
Oh,
into
good.
parts
Okay,
of it
good.
that we would certainly be interested in. It happens to be that it's being sold as part of an estate, so the trustee would have to be involved in those discussions. So it's a little more complicated, but it is property that Kersley Creek runs through. It's also adjacent to property we already own. So there's a lot of interest in that parcel, not necessarily in the house for us, but I did talk about the potential of, cutting off the pieces we would be interested in, or, if we would need to buy the whole parcel and do the split ourselves and then sell, offer for sale the.
Wouldn't we be
the whole
further ahead to
portion
do
of it.
that?
We may be, and those are all, like I said, this is very premature
yeah.
to the discussion.
I
but
just
those
let him
were-
know today, so,
Those were
but he
things
is
that I
going to
thought-
talk to the,
I talked to the
beautiful,
realtor and we
beautiful.
got the ball rolling on those
Thank
questions.
you.
And so that, probably because real estate transactions are time sensitive, if you hear nothing from me until our next meeting about that, we probably missed the window. So that'll be something I'd probably be making video updates for to share with you, if there are any updates to share, so. Just happens to be an exciting possibility there.
Yes.
That's the Lions kickoff in 18 minutes version of the manager's report.
Oh, my gosh. You guys.
If any of you have questions, that's why I wanted to write someone.
We didn't, but you and Alex get kudos for your attire tonight. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay.
I got the earring.
Linda's got the earrings, yeah, you missed that.
Oh, my gosh.
All
I didn't-
right.
See that?
Uh-uh.
I try to play a little.
You did, yeah. Nonetheless, night's manager's report, thank you for that. I think we are on a pretty good track with staying ahead of curveballs and, the little hiccups in the roadway and things like that. So we can accomplish a lot at our work session coming up, or on the 13th. And I look forward to that. That's going to be before our next meeting,
How
which
long were
means
you thinking about having that
Yeah.
workshop for, by the way?
2 hours.
Okay.
I mean, typically.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
good. I just want to make sure there's adequate time for us
Yes.
to
Yeah.
cover enough.
I'm hoping it's an hour and a half, but 2, I would allot 2.
Two.
If I
Our
would-
rules of procedure say we typically don't go exceed 3 hours unless we
Well.
make a motion to extend, but,
I'm happy with a couple hours.
okay.
I see that
Yeah.
to be a reasonable amount of time to accomplish.
Yep.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Support?
And those in favor say aye.
I want to.
All right.
She would like to
Discussion.
discuss
Go ahead,
adjournment.
Linda.
I like
Go
it.
ahead.
Let's do it.
Well, we could ask Kay to spell adjournment and see how she does.
ADJOURNMENT.
You are perfectly spot on.
I am.
Meeting's closed at 8:03.
All in favor?
We did that already, Linda. Remember you said can we have
I
discussion?
think the
didn't
clock's
say
slow.
aye.
I have 8:05.
I have 8:05.
I think we're all, I think we're all.
Just because I'm just.
Pretty sure this
Thank you.